I got into a coronavirus today, 548, phase 3, day 58. And now we have still in high in the 80s, 857 high cases, and then we got a lot. 170 cases are from Toronto, 100 from Peel Region, 77 from York Region, 73 from Ottawa, 55 from Hamilton, 50 from Windsor-Essex Region, and 33 from Simcor Muskoka Region. All other regions reported under 30. So 8 deaths have been reported. Although the majority of them are from more than a month, so there's that. And since it's the weekend, they don't report. Variant cases, so yeah, still the same as yesterday. That unfortunately, anyway, let's skip over the topic today. So apparently the hospital workers being attacked by anti-vax protesters is still going on, and this kind of behavior is just unacceptable. So, so, so this is coming from emergency room nurse Jamie Gallagher. So Jamie Gallagher. So she was off break. After she was working. She was she was at the grocery store, and some woman apparently this woman swore at her. And apparently, Jamie Gallagher is ER nurse in Royal Inland Hospital in Kamloops, British Columbia. And obviously, the woman who said that swore at her, is definitely one of those anti-vax protesters, and just people who are against vaccination. So experts are raising concern over more injury, physical injury, and also verbal from among healthcare workers who have been targeted for after several provinces brought in vaccine passports and vaccine certificates. Jamie Gallagher, she had apparently worked 2 extra overtime with 2 additional hours to avoid protesters on the same day last week. So, due to some protest and anti-vax protesters were causing trouble. And apparently the ICU is full of unvaccinated coronavirus patients and people who actually needed them. Not coronavirus related. They needed these too, but this was like a life and death situation, so they couldn't. And unfortunately, some of them have died because and it's unfortunate that people have died because of and apparently some nurses who try to care for themselves have been turned away because they had been in contact with coronavirus patients and so Elizabeth Peter, who was a nursing professor at the U of T and the University of Toronto, she had mentioned nurses on the front line of the coronavirus pandemic are suffering from what is called moral injury, also used by the Ontario Hospital Association, because of anti-vax protesters causing up trouble. And yeah, and just like and so people have a choice to vaccinate or not, wear a mask or not to wear a mask. But that does not give them a right to attack somebody, who, especially like people who treat coronavirus patients, and also these people who are like trying to enter like businesses unmasked or and because they have the right to turn you away, and with like vaccine people attacking yeah, so they're literally attacking doctors just because they're just doing their job. And imagine if you were being attacked just because you were doing your job. So you gotta sort of think about that way. These people are just like so inconsiderate. They're acting it's all about them. And so my rights. Oh, you're breaching my rights and but we as humans, we all think differently. So we could think this way or we could think the other way. So, but that does not give you the right to try to disrupt the other people going in. Yeah. So this kind of like idiocracy, like literally needs to stop. And yeah. And since 2020, like already since last year, doctors and nurses have had to deal with coronavirus patients, and yeah, they have already gone through way too much. So yeah, please give them respect, okay? What if you, as an unvaccinated person and or an anti-vaxxer, you get the coronavirus? Guess who's going to treat you? Doctors and nurses. Hospitalizations. 183 people are hospitalized with coronavirus. 180 in ICU. 114 ICU patients using a ventilator. Please follow coronavirus safety rules and regulations to phase 3 rules. Be careful due to the India variant and due to wave 4. And please do not bully doctors or anyone over a topic coronavirus related, physically, verbally, cyber, or any formal way. It's disrespectful.